So hey, this is Mike with Mountain Boys. So I want to talk a little bit about chest packs today. I really wasn't sure if I was going to make a video on them because I didn't know when I went down this rabbit hole kind of again a few months ago if I'd really be able to add anything to the conversation. And so after a few months of carrying with it here and there and taking it on some trips and going a few places, I kind of feel like I'm in a place now where I have an opinion that might add something to the conversation. So on that note, bottom line, this is not a good carry option for me in grizz and brown bear country. And that's for a couple of reasons. I mean, those that have, seen some videos on my channel before know that I like my chest panel setup that I carry for bear and moose country. And a couple years ago, probably the better part of a decade or so back when I kind of came up with that system that I use, it had to solve a few problems for me. And that was that I wanted a way to carry my sidearm, carry my bear spray, have it on my person so it would stay on me, but to do it in such a way that it wouldn't interfere with backpack straps like the sternum strap or the waist belt. And that's when I came up with the chest rig that, I carry in bear and moose country pretty much all the time when I'm out in those spots. So I figured, what the heck. I thought about these before in the past. I figured I'd give them a try now and see if my thoughts on them would have changed. And really for bear and moose, for bear country especially, no, this isn't a good carry option for me. Like I said, it checks the boxes of keeping things on my person and not interfering with straps, or probably even not interfering with the rifle and things either. But the way that I have my bear spray mounted on here on this one, this is the Hill People Gear medium kit bag. It's slung underneath horizontal. Is that a huge deal breaker? Well, maybe not. It's just different than how I've ever carried my bear spray before. Kind of in a horizontal, grab it from the side configuration. I mean, I'm sure that would be fine once I, got proficient with it and once I got used to that. But I'm going to say, even after using this for a while now, like, I have to think about it. And if I'm having to stop and think about it and futz with it, then I don't know that it's something I want to be, trusting my life to. Kind of same with the sidearm compartment too on this chest pack. So, it's got a series of pouches and pockets on here, and the furthest one back is for sidearm. So tonight I am carrying a Glock 20 loaded with Underwood 200 grain coated hardcast. This is my favorite round in 10 millimeter for my Glock 20. I'll digress for just a moment to say that I feel like it feeds and stabilizes better than the 220 grain flavors of hardcast out there, and it's a lot better than the HSM quote unquote bear load, which is such an underpowered 10 millimeter round. I mean, I might as well be happy with my 9 millimeter out there with a 147 grain load. But that's kind of beside the point. Where was I at? Oh yeah, I was talking about the pouch and wanting to be able to get to my sidearm quickly, right now, and in a hurry. And I feel like this just offers a little bit more futzing, a little bit more friction, a little bit more thinking about it that could really delay getting to my sidearm when I need it, rather than being carried, in like something like a Kenai chest rig, or in the chest rig that I put together that I carry, where it's mounted externally. So I think that speed matters at that point, and this just slows it down a little too much for bear country, and I feel like there's more things that can possibly, go wrong with it. That's my 2 cents. I mean, your mileage can vary on that, and that's fine. Yeah, we've all got our own needs and our own opinions, so have at it. But talking a little bit more about chest packs in general, one thing I do want to say, and another point I want to bring to the conversation is, if you are carrying your sidearm in a chest pack, be conscious of how much other stuff you're filling up your pack with. Because I found if you get too much stuff loaded into the chest pack, it makes it just that much harder and takes that much longer to get to your sidearm. So, I mean, I'm not gonna, one thing that won't really add to the conversation is me spilling open and showing you the contents of what I've got in here. Suffice it to say that I kind of treat this like I would my everyday carry items. A few simple things, and that's all. Maybe, a replacement for what I would normally carry on my belt or in my pockets, and that's about it. Because, this has one primary purpose when I'm carrying it this way, and that is to be able to get to my sidearm and or get to my bear spray. And something that's going to make that harder or make that take longer is just a non-starter for me. So be mindful about how much stuff you put in. And of course, when I'm out in the woods, even when I've got, a chest pack on, I've almost always got a pack on too of some variety. I mean, this happens to be my hands down favorite, kind of small to somewhat medium-sized pack. This is the Mountain Smith Day, and it's got the shoulder straps with it too, so the strapettes. Hands down, if I don't need a lot of stuff with me, this is my absolute favorite, smallish pack. It's comfortable. I'm not going to overload it, and kind of carry it all day, I guess, pun intended. So those are my thoughts on, how much stuff you put in or not and why. Last thing I want to talk about with chest packs is the notion that's out there, I guess, in the outdoors community, that this is a discreet carry option. Well, I will say it's more discreet than my chest rig, where, my pistol is obviously external. I mean, that's open carry to the nth degree, but that's how I want it and that's how I need it. But I think if you think to yourself, if you're out and about with this, in the woods, wherever, maybe even around town, if you think this is a discreet carry option, maybe think again. I was, of all places, an Ace Hardware store, and this is a couple of weeks ago, and I saw a guy come in with this same model Hill People Gear chest pack. His happened to be in navy blue, but just like right away, I knew, it's like, okay, he's carrying, okay. Maybe it's because we're in the know and, we're the ones considering these things, or we're interested in it. Maybe that attunes us to this kind of stuff. But for me, I do not consider this a discreet carry option whatsoever. But, that's just me. If I'm going to go for a discreet carry option in a bag, and this presents a whole another host of problems, we can talk about or not. It's the Kelty sling bag. That thing, super, super discreet, but it has the downside of not really being attached to your body. If you have to get to your sidearm quick and in a hurry, you have to sling it around, then you have to get into the concealed pouch, and then you have to go for your firearm. You know, that's a, a 1, 2, 3-step maneuver just to get to your pistol, rather than, you know, carrying concealed on your hip, you know, 1, 2. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on carrying in bags in general. I kind of feel like, you know, scream it to the world, you know, full open carry, or, you know, have it so discreet that no one's going to notice. I kind of feel like that squishy middle ground there isn't going to do much except maybe make you a target, and maybe slow you down, and maybe give you somewhat of a false sense of security. I don't know that I really need to say more than that about packs and bags, but go ahead, leave your comments down below. You know, we've all got our opinions. So talk to you later.